Welcome back, everyone. This is Jarenitis bringing you Feed the Beast 1.6. Today we are starting on episode 49. I'm kind of excited. We're almost to episode 50, and that's going to be really fun. We're going to do a couple of things today. One of the things, I've decided that I want to do something with the sludge that we are producing from the tree farm. So we're going to get a sludge boiler. And a sludge boiler is going to take that sludge and make it into something else. I think it does gravel, sand, and clay, but I might be wrong about that. We're going to find out. So we just need furnaces, factory machine block, and plastic sheets. I actually never came back and sorted through the rest of this stuff, so yeah, it's here somewhere. Alright, so we need a couple furnaces, which I think I've got some made-up furnaces in here. Yes, I do. Alright, 3 furnaces, and there we go. So now we have a sludge boiler, okay? So we're actually going to have to do a couple of other things first. What I want to do is, I don't think I actually want to keep any sludge in my liquid storage room, but for now, since it's there, we're just going to go ahead and leave it there. No, I don't want to use those. Okay, so we're going to take a set of ender tanks, and we're going to dye them specifically different. I think we put sludge in purple, 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 didn't we? I don't know. Let's take a look. Yes, we put it in purple, purple, purple. Okay, so the drain for this tank, I'm going to color code similarly. We're going to go with the miscellaneous junk. First, we're going to be a human again. I'm getting tired of this swapping back and forth between bat form. So we went with purple, purple, purple for the input. So we're going to go with purple, purple, white will be the output for that one. And that way it's going to go like that. Alright, so something wrong happens there. Oh, okay. There's this weird problem where sometimes the when you're dyeing these, make sure you see what it shows. See, now it's showing purple, purple, white as the thing, but it should be showing. See, this is the slots are backwards. So right now it's showing white, purple, purple, whereas it should be showing purple, purple, white. But now it's going to be purple, purple, white. So it's just backwards. Keep an eye on that. And the thing is, it's not always backwards. I don't know why it swaps, but every now and then you'll just see it swap back and forth, and it's just like, oh, okay, well before I was purple, now I'm not. Now I am again. And it's like, wow, make up your mind there, buddy. But that'll be fine. Just keep an eye on that. Good thing to keep an eye on because it exists. Alright, so now we're going to need some more redstone energy conduit. I swear I had more of it. Did I leave that out here too? No, I didn't. Oh, I think I know where it is. I left some of it over here. Okay, good. I looked in there for a second. I didn't see it. And I went, oh, not good. All right, impulse item ducts and those. And do we have any liquid ducts in here? No, we do not. But we do have a squeezer or two. Although I don't need a squeezer. Okay. So we're going to get this sludge boiler taken care of. And then we're actually going to move on to another piece. We're going to go ahead and get started on the advanced beekeeping. We're going to start making alvearies. So we're just going to try to throw this part together real quick before we can get over there to that part. Item duct, fluid duct. Alright, so back over here. Alright, so we're going to set it up to start draining out of this tank. To do so, we need to chop under this tank to the drain valve, which is right here. Okay, so we're going to set up the under tank here, and we're going to take... Why do I have the item ducts? Whatever. So we're going to put that there, and then we're going to take liquid ducts and go from here to here. And, oh wow, I didn't have to, well, they changed that. Before you had to actually put a pneumatic servo in or wrench it or whatever, but I guess since it's in the bottom layer, oh, that's right. Because it's in the bottom 2 layers, it automatically gravity feeds it out into the pipe. So cool. That made that part actually really quick and easy. Alrighty, so now I don't have to worry about that anymore. We can fill this in, and we'll even keep the floor looking nice. Alrighty, so now we're draining. That looks kind of funny. That's okay. So now we are draining into. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh yeah, I did. Don't worry. I only get lost for short amounts of time. I find my way back. My wife will tell you, eventually I wander home. Oh, that was horrible. Alright, so we're going to make a couple of these because I know I'm going to need a couple of these to auto-sort things back in. And whoop, back through we go. Alright, so now the sludge is being put out into this purple-white container. Now, the thing about this, and I want to make sure I tell you about this, is because the sludge boiler, when active, it actually is poisonous to be around. So, that being the case, I don't want to have to be around the sludge boiler, and I forgot to make something else. I don't want to be around the sludge boiler because, you know, I want it to do its work, but I don't want to have to worry about getting poisoned by it over time. So, what we're going to do is we're going to put the sludge boiler out away. Ooh, I don't have enough wool, do I? I wonder if I can actually do this. Let's find out. I'm going to put it away from everything else so that it will do its work but not bother me in the process. Excellent. Elevator complete. Moving on. Alright, I'm going to grab a little bit more of my made stone bricks. That way when we get over here and I want to brick this place in, we can. So, I planned on doing this beforehand, and I tried to figure out how I wanted to do it. And I decided that we were going to put a piece right here. This is where I'm going to put an elevator. I dug down through here and opened up this little room. This little room will only be for the sludge processing, and that way it can process away from everything else and not cause problems. So now I'm going to put the elevator here, and now I can jump up and down. Excellent. Alright, so the next thing I want to do is I want to make this place look a little bit prettier. What's the problem? Ah, I'm out of Perdito. Okay, well, that's fine. I'll worry about breaking this place in later. I love the Wand of Equal Trade. I mean, I think that's like the most used thing. I mean, equal trading things out to make everything look pretty, that's just like, I'll just forever do it, I guess. It's really fun. Anyway, this room is actually being lit because of the arcane lamp up above, strangely enough. So the range on that thing is pretty nice. Although now it's actually being cut down by a little bit because of the energy pipes in the way. Alrighty, so now we have that. Well, actually, we should put that here too. We're going to place the sludge boiler here, and it's getting power. Excellent. Okay, the other thing it's going to need is sludge. So we're going to put this here, and I should be able to just flip this lever over. And it should. Yep, it is filling that. Okay, and immediately I have got hunger and poison. Okay, so the sludge boiler is working, but where is its byproducts going? It's supposed to be making stuff, and I'm not seeing it. Maybe it's doing that because it has nowhere to put the stuff. Let's put one of these here. And it's working. Alrighty, so we are producing whatever that was. Okay, well, we are producing some odd things. Let's, Okay, good God. I can only take so much from Mr. Squeaks here. What, no wood? You've actually managed to move all the wood? Hey, quit that. I wanted that piece of wood. Haha. Okay, fine. I'm not going to stand here and wait for wood. I want to, because I'm not sure what all is coming from that particular thing, I want to swap out the auto-sort chest for a normal chest so that I can catch the byproducts, and that way I'll know what I'm actually getting from it. Because just having them going to the system, you know, if it manages to produce them really effectively and really quickly, then I'll have a system that's going to wind up full of all these things, and I'll need to add barrels and stuff to it. Alright, so we are making hardened sand from Biomes of Plenty, clay, dirt, more dirt. Oh my God, please stop hitting me with poison. Peat. Peat? Peat. Huh, okay. Taint. This thing really does make some really odd things, doesn't it? Hardened dirt. Sand, okay. I can see where I'm actually going to be producing a whole bunch of weird things. Okay, that's it. I can't, no. Just no. I'll come back and check on that in a little bit because, no. Stop. Dear God almighty. Just for that, we're going to come... Oh, what am I doing? We're going to come over here, and we are going to refill my wand, which I am so tired of having to do this manually. But I have not gone back into Thaumcraft to the point where I'm going to... Hello? Okay. I haven't delved back into Thaumcraft enough to the point where I'm ready to start building things back. When I go back to building in Thaumcraft, I will probably do so for several episodes as I put in massive upgrades Thaumcraft-wise. And I haven't done all the necessary research yet, and therefore I'm not going to get involved in why am I going all the way around here. I can just jump. So, yeah, whatever I was just saying. Oh, didn't I just leave here because of that? Okay, close enough. Alright, so now we're producing that stuff, and that's wonderful. So now, it's time to get away from this stupid poison hunger thing, because it's driving me crazy, and it's time to start producing other things. Back to human form, and off we go. Alrighty, so the next thing we're going to worry about is we're going to start making stuff for the bees. I'm going to need a carpenter. I could have sworn I had an extra carpenter. There's a water carpenter and a seed oil carpenter, which, by the way, I'm going to move this stuff because I don't want it here. I'm going to go ahead and move it out over here. When I started recording the episode, you might notice that I was standing out over here, and I was planning on putting this stuff in right here. I dug back through here. This is the back of my my ink farm, which I'll probably never need to run again, but it doesn't hurt to have it there anyway. But I came back here and found this as the a place where I can draw power to go ahead and run the rest of this stuff. So, let's see. We're going to need... We got the carpenter there, the carpenter there. We got the squeezer for squeezing seed oil. So we're going to need another carpenter to run off of honey. So, let's see if we can't put that together real quick. Alrighty, there's the carpenter. Requires sturdy casings and bronze and glass. And did I ever make any more bronze? Yes, I did. That is, yes. Alright, so good, that's fine, and glass isn't there anymore. We moved glass because I rearranged this place a little bit, but that's fine. Alrighty, so carpenter, go. Okay. Sturdy casing, go. Carpenter, go. Thank you. And one more for good measure, because God knows I'll need it later. Alrighty, let me sort some of this stuff, because I don't want it with me anymore. Alrighty, so we're going to take this extra carpenter and stick it in the B stuff, where I'm going to look for it later. And now we're going to come over here, and we're going to decide how we want to lay this out. First things first, we all make sure all the carpenters have at least one space in between them. So we're going to go with a carpenter here, here, and here, and then the squeezer here. So that should work rather nicely, and we should now be able to go ahead and take this underground here, and we should be able to run the power needed for all these machines. Oh, wait. No, no, no. Don't want to do it like that. The space in between, I don't want to be showing that, so let's fix this real quick. When I said underground, I meant underground, not right there. Alright, excellent. So now we can put one there, to there, to there, to there, to there, to there. Alright, excellent. So now you can run power up there, 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 and there. Alrighty, so now I can go ahead and fill this back in because I've got the power where I want it. Oh, except for hooking it up to the actual power. And this stuff back here, it doesn't really matter where it runs because I'm going to fill this wall back in once I get the rest of this other stuff set up. So, let's see. We're going to go... Let's go retrieve. Nope, not going to retrieve. Don't want to. Alright, does anybody remember what color honey was in? Honey is in yellow, yellow, yellow. That's kind of obvious, wasn't it? Now, actually, I wonder if I'm actually... I wonder how fast this is actually taking this stuff. Well, I'll check on it later. 155. Alright, so yellow, yellow, yellow is the incoming, and I don't want to be a bat. I like being able to fly as a bat. I really do. I mean, it's really fun, and it makes things really easy. But switching back and forth continuously is really getting annoying. So we're going to do something about that at some point as well. Not exactly sure what yet, but something. Alright, so that's yellow, yellow, white. Excellent. Now, we should still have some liquiducts on us. We do. Fluiducts. I'm still used to calling them liquiducts. Whatever. Alrighty, so now we'll go over to honey. And we will put down this to be draining that. Take, take. And now we have honey. Excellent. Alrighty, so now that we have honey coming through here. Now, there's a way to make this automatable, really, really easily automatable. I'm not going to do it specifically because the way to automate it is extremely annoying. I mean, like, to the point where you just want to, like, rip your hair out annoying. But that's a whole nother story in and of itself. But for now, what we're going to do is we're just going to hook this up, and we're just going to... I think I want to have... Yeah, we'll pump honey in from the back. Well, actually, we don't even need to pump it in from the back. We can just put it right there. And now we should be able to right-click on that. It rotates over, and this should fill with honey. All right, excellent. We are filling this with honey. It's exactly what I wanted to see happen. All right, good. So now that that's being filled with honey, we can actually give it a process, and when we give it that process, it should start making things for us. So what process are we going to be trying to do? Well, we are going to be making alvearies. I've already said this, but I'm saying it again because I had actually forgotten myself. I got a little too involved with, what in the world? Alveary fan, okay. Alveary, whatever. Impregnated casings, which we can make plenty of with the seed oil carpenter, which will be moved over here shortly. And then the scented panelings. This is the one that's going to take all the extra work. So what we're going to need is royal jelly, pollen, beeswax, and wood. Okay, so the wood is not a problem. We have all of that we can possibly need, but we're going to need plenty of royal jelly, pollen, and beeswax. Okay, so if I remember correctly, we should be able to do this manually at first. Where are my... Oh, that's right, I used them all. We'll just make some more. I used all my hoppers up making the extra barrels when I was expanding things over here. So, more hoppers. Definitely more hoppers. Oh yeah. See, now, earlier on in the series, when I made all of these wooden chests, and I made a bunch of them, and there's no denying it, but when I made all these wooden chests, everyone's like, man, that's a lot of wooden chests. You can't possibly go through all of those. You would be surprised how many wooden chests that I can go through. I had, what, 5 stacks or something like that of wooden chests, and I've got 63 left, and that's it. So, yeah, never, ever, ever doubt my ability to, wow, hey, that'd be a good thing to know is there. Never doubt my ability to use those things up. So, what was I making? Oh, never mind. I'm getting ahead of myself again. Now, unless I'm mistaken, I should be able to do this and get this all to work correctly. I'm going to make this into a diamond chest. And since I have all the stuff necessary, I should be able to make this work. Let's find out. Alright, so we're going to put the diamond chest... Well, actually, no, we're going to put the hopper down first. Then we're going to put the diamond chest on top of the hopper. Alright, so we need wooden planks. Which we should be able to... You know, we're just going to... Yeah, let's... No, let's sort this all out, because I'm going to need all my inventory space for this. And I will come back and figure out the mess I'm making right now here in a minute. I will need that. And that I will need. I'll need this. I don't need this for the moment. I don't need these, or this, or this, or that. Yeah, go away, 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 away. Okay. So, well, actually, I probably will need this. But what we're going to do is we're going to go over to Honeycomb Hideout. We're going to see how we're doing on the pollen and royal jelly lines. Oh yeah, very nice. 7 stacks. 7 stacks. Okay, so 7 stacks of each of those means I'm going to need 14 stacks of this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to give me 12 stacks of this, but that's fine. I'll be a little bit short on this to make it an exactly even recipe, but you know, I just didn't have the space in my inventory for it, so that'll be fine too. So we're going to come over here, and we're going to toss all of this stuff in here for the moment. It's going to filter stuff into here. Whoa, what am I doing? That's not even right. Thank God that stuff can't get squeezed, or I'd be like horribly messing that up. Alright, so all this stuff goes into here. Here's more correct. Okay, so it's going to start filling that in, and I want to fill in, but I don't want to fill in a lot. So let me grab a little bit more of cobblestone just to fill those spaces with. Alrighty. Okay, so it's going to store that there, and the rest of the stuff is just going to sit there. But we want to have a stack of this and a stack of this also in the hopper. And then we need some wooden planks as well that are going to get stored in there as well. We're going to use oak wood because I have a large amount of it. So now we're just going to use this to fill the hopper's position. That way it will be maintained in that way. The extra beeswax in the hopper, I could care less. That's fine. Alright, so we need 2 more stacks of beeswax. And then we need... Now, this is just trying to keep it an even recipe for what I already have. So, since I'm taking 7 stacks of each of the royal jelly and the pollen, then to keep things even, since it uses 2 beeswax to 1 of the pollen and royal jelly, by keeping these equal, that means I will run out of both at the same time. So now I should be able to put all this in here, and technically speaking, we should be able to, based on the fact that it uses 3 of the wooden planks per each of those, we should need 21 stacks of wooden planks. So let's just make a whole bunch of these, and I'm not even counting. That's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, would be 24 if I had the space, 24, so I said I'm not even going to count. Here I'm counting. Okay, and that's going to be 24 stacks, and why am I going over here? Like, I need a crafting station to do this. And that's going to be... How did I do that? Whatever. Alright, so now we have all of the stuff necessary to do this. Alright, so we've got beeswax in here already. Next, we're going to want royal jelly, pollen, and wood. Okay, so now the reason I'm doing this is to keep everything even down in the bottom here. Okay, if we put royal jelly in here, then it's going to keep royal jelly there, and I'm not going to fill in this whole inventory. I'm just keeping it there because it's easier for me to keep track of where everything is if we do it like this. So now we're going to put this here. And it's filling in behind me. That there. That there. And then that there and there. And now, since it has all of the necessary ingredients to make what it's being told to make, it is processing. So now this bar is moving. Each time this bar fills, it'll toss one over here. Alright, excellent. So that's going to be the scented paneling. Now, as it does that, it's using these components here. But as you can see, each time it does it, if you watch, here we go, these numbers will go down, but then pop right back up. So they went down, and then they each came back up. And that's because the hopper is feeding it to them and keeping them full, and it's feeding from up here. So now this will continue to make scented paneling forever. Well, at least until it runs out of items that it can use. So now we're going to put a item duct here, and we're going to run it back. Probably don't need to go quite this far, but I already have an auto sort chest here, so I might as well go ahead and make use of it. So now we're going to run that back. We're going to put that there, and we're going to install the pneumatic servo. That way we can tell it to go ahead and empty this out. Change this to disabled, and look, there goes the scented panelings. So now we are making scented panelings, and it will continue to function and be sorted out forever. So we are running down to the last few minutes of the episode. The other thing we're going to need is to run a carpenter with seed oil. Since I have a carpenter with seed oil here, is that squeezer carpenter? Alright, we're going to break this, and we're going to bring it over here. And since this is going to be producing things necessary to make the alvearies as well, and because I already have the item ducts here, I'm going to go ahead and put this here, and tell this one is ignored as well. So now what I need to do is I need to go get some more ender tanks, and then run the seed oil right here. You know what? It'll just take a few minutes, and I don't care if the episode runs a few minutes long. Do you guys? Well, I'm not hearing anybody complain, so I'm going to assume it's going to be alright. Alright, so now let's switch back to bat form so we can tell what color my seed oil is, just so we can try to keep it straight. And it's pink, pink, pink. Why pink, pink, pink for seed oil, you say? Why not? Alright, so miscellaneous junk. We're going to change this to pink, pink, white. Excellent. We also already have, nope, not item ducts. What happened to the liquid ducts? I sorted them, didn't I? I did. That's okay, because I have more. Alrighty, so now we can jump through here. And that goes there, along with that and that. So there goes the seed oil. Excellent. I'll fill this back in later. Alrighty, so now we can put this here. Flip that switch, and this should now be being filled with seed oil. Excellent. We're going to go ahead and put the pattern in for impregnated casings. And that's excellent. And now that can go ahead and make impregnated casings. And we'll wait just a second for this to finish making one and see that it actually winds up going down this pipe. There goes a panel, there goes a casing. Excellent. So now we have the panels and the casings both being made. Alrighty. So the next thing I need to do is I need to add a hopper there and a chest there, and then fill the chest to the brim with wood. There's the hopper. And there's a chest. And there's a bunch of wood. If I ever run out of wood, I can always just take the golem up, and when the golem is taken up, he will stop leaving wood, or stop taking the wood over to be cooked, and then I'll just wind up with more wood. Alrighty, so now y'all fill in that. So that should keep this. Filled with wood. And I don't care if this gets filled in with wood. The only thing I'm ever going to use is logs in here, so it can backlog all it wants to with logs. It can backlog logs. Backlog logs, backlog logs, backlog logs, backlog logs. Okay, maybe it's not hard to say. I was going to say, oh, it's hard to say that, but no, it's not. So I'm going to run over here. We're going to put some more logs in, and we're going to let this sucker process for a little while. And hopefully, sometime between now and next episode, I will actually get involved in prepping to get the alvearies going. So, until next time, this is Jeronitis signing off. Like me if you like me, subscribe if you want to see what I do next, but always help spread the gaming.